Aren't you a superhero? We'll talk about that coming up.
Stay tuned.
Welcome back to an all-new edition of the Sunday Night Sit Down with America's #1 money couple. I'm Talent.
And I'm Ty, and we're from hisandhermoney.com, where we're managing money, marriage, and everything in between.
The Sunday Night Sit Down is being brought to you by Crush My Mortgage. CrushMyMortgage.com is where you will find the course that Ty and I created to detail our journey from start to finish in paying off a $330,000 mortgage in just 5 years. We took the time to give you every strategy, every step that we took so that you can follow in our footsteps and get out of that home loan once and for all. To find out more details about this course, just go to crushmymortgage.com.
Well, guys, if some of you all follow us over on our Instagram, I shared via Insta stories a few days ago this story, but there was a message also in this story. So our children just recently started back going to school.
Yes,
so, yes,
they're out this house.
Yes, they are. We have a 3rd grader, 1st grader, and now a kindergartner. And this year I wanted to do something a little bit differently. I kind of wanted to prepare our children for when they went to school, like what would they tell people that it is that we do. So last year, my daughter, she was in kindergarten at the time.
The other daughter.
Yeah, the other daughter, the 1st grader. She happily came home one day from school and said, "Mom, I told my teacher that you guys are his and her money." And her teacher was like, "Oh, really? Well, I'm going to have to look them up." Or no, I think it was our son that actually told his teacher. And I was like, "Oh, okay." So it just felt a little awkward. Like, every time I would go up to the school, it just felt different. It felt weird, almost like all eyes were on me in a sense. And I know, guys, we share our lives with you guys. We're very public. I mean, we share with you guys how we paid off our home and different just financial journeys in our lives. And although we're public, I still like to have some sense of just privacy. I feel like a little bit.
Yeah.
But when it came to our children, I just wanted to be known as their mom at school. Like, I didn't want to be known as the her and his and her money. So I wanted to practice with my children and have them have some canned responses to basically, tell their teacher or their friends if they say, "Hey, what is it that your parents do for a living?" And so I said, "Hey guys, so you all are going to school this year, right? We already know this question always comes up. I don't know why it comes up, but I think, people just like to know, like, what is it that your parents do for a living?"
I would like to know why they would like to know that.
Yeah, because our children are very special. But so I said, "Hey guys, if your teachers ask or friends or anything ask, hey, what is it that your parents do? What would you say?" And so our oldest 2 answered her correctly. So the baby, you all, she just turned 5 last month. The baby, right? So I said, "Hey Grace, what is it that mommy and daddy do?" And I had to tell her for work. And she looked, she was like, "Daddy works at a school." And I said, "Correct." I said, "And what is it that mommy does?" And she looked, you all, and she tilted her head. She kind of looked up to the ceiling and put her finger on her chin, and she was like, "Mommy, aren't you a superhero?" My eyes got big. I said, "A superhero?" I said, "Well, yes, mommy is a superhero." I was so excited. I just grabbed her, kissed her, and hugged her. The oldest 2, they were laughing because they thought it was funny. Like, she just called mommy a superhero, but y'all, she was for real. And it just blessed me so. And then it just had me pondering, like, my daughter looked at mommy as being this superhero. And it's not that I do everything around the home or I do everything for her, but to her, she doesn't necessarily see failure as a mom. We don't give our children the world. It's not like they get toys and stuff like that every time they go to the store. It's not like they're just, handed life on a platter, but our children are truly blessed, And so to her, she was just like, "Mom, you're a superhero to me." And that meant so much to me. And I started to think about how many of you guys are actually superheroes as well. But maybe you doubt yourself, Maybe you say, "Well, I'm not the perfect wife," or "I'm not the perfect husband. I'm not even the perfect parent." But in your children's eyes or in your spouse's eyes, they see that you're giving them your best, And so it just encouraged me. And I want to encourage some of you guys out there that you really are superheroes. Our children, our spouses are not looking for us to be perfect in life. They just want for us to give them their best. And so, yeah, that really just blessed me.
Yeah, I think it's good for everybody, not just Ty, to know that, guess what? Yeah, you are a superhero. I know a lot of times with life, things come up, obstacles arise, and you're like, how am I going to figure this out? I don't have what it takes. I'm not qualified. I'm not going to be able to get through this. I don't see the light at the end of the tunnel. But what you have to realize is you are a superhero, because the Bible says, greater is he that is in you.
Yes,
you,
and he that is in the world. Amen.
Than he that is in the
Yeah.
world. You're not alone. You don't have to try to figure everything
Yes.
out on your own, but you've been granted access to your Father in heaven to say, you know what?
Yeah.
I don't know what's going on. Like, I am troubled. Like, the entire book of Habakkuk is him being frustrated and saying, like, the world is a mess. Our people are in trouble. Why is this happening? How long is this going to happen, God? And God answered him. And God responded to him. So it's okay to have frustration. It's okay to not know how the story is going to end. But the Bible also says that, man, there's going to be lots of trouble in the world. But take heart, for I have overcome the world, man. What does that mean? That means that because of the work that he did when he came to this earth, there's nothing that you can't do.
That's right.
And because you have that ability to overcome the world, because he first overcame the world, it makes you a superhero.
That's right, that's right. And I just want to encourage you guys, to pray. Like, prayer is just simple communication with you and your Heavenly Father. And that's something that I do even when it comes to our children. And I'm just like, Lord, help me to be the mom that you want me to be for my children. I look at our children as gifts to me, and to you. And I realized that God could have very well placed our children into another family, right? But he chose to give us Emmanuel, Brinkley, and Grace, and he chose to give them us, and they're gifts to us. And my prayer is, Lord, I want to make sure that I steward it well, steward this job well. And so for my 5-year-old just to look at me, and she was like, Mom, aren't you a superhero? And I think that she was I think the reason why she had that little puzzle look is because I don't look like a superhero. I'm not wearing a cape. I don't look like the superheroes that, that maybe she's seen in a movie or a cartoon. But she was like, although you may not look like it, that's the message right there. You may not look like, what you want to look like, but you very well could be walking in those same shoes. I didn't look like a superhero. I didn't have the cape. I didn't have the long hair and stuff like that, and the wristbands and superpowers and things like that. But to my 5-year-old, I am a superhero. And that just blessed me. And I just want to encourage you guys, you are a superhero too. Again, just like my husband said, that greater is he that is in you than he that is in the world. And if we have Christ on our side, who can be against us? Truly, right? And so therefore we are victorious in him. And I just want to encourage you guys, continue to give your best. Don't give up, and don't become discouraged, in your shortcomings and, in your faults and things like that. Learn, be better, do better, say, Lord, help me to do this thing right.
Yeah, and we want to hear from you on this. We want you to agree with the message on tonight. If you come into agreement with the message that you are, in fact, a superhero with the power of God, I want you to type that in the comment below.
That's
Declare
right.
it publicly. Say, you know what? I am a superhero.
And you know what else I want you guys to do? What is your superpower? Like, I feel like we all have a superpower in a sense, and for me, I would probably say that mine is faith. And mine comes definitely through the form of prayer. Like, I really do. I feel so strong. I feel confident when I come out of prayer, and it's like, man, I can do anything. Like, if I speak to that mountain shall be moved, as the Bible tells me. So I'll probably say that mine is faith through prayer. What would you say yours is?
I can see through trouble, meaning that I don't let the trouble get me off course, but instead I look for solutions without wavering or letting emotion take me out of range. I'm able to see through the trouble.
That's right. I definitely see that. So what's your superpower, superheroes? All right, guys, if you all enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget, share this video. Share it on Facebook, Instagram, your email, wherever.
And
share
tag
it.
us.
And tag us. We
everywhere.
Love that. We love that.
We are at
Yeah.
His and Her Money. You tag us, we'll say hi back.
And I just want to say that, guys, we read every comment. We may not be able to respond. We read every tag. When you guys send us messages on Instagram or Facebook, we read it. Even in our emails, we can't always respond. And it truly blesses our heart to see that His and Her Money, that this ministry is truly blessing you guys. You all have been tagging us along with even Dave Ramsey and stuff like that. Like, hey, at His and Her Money and at Dave Ramsey, you all helped save my life. So that's just a blessing, just to know that we are helping you in some way, some form. So we really, truly do appreciate it, guys. We would love for you to join this big, happy family. Subscribe to this channel. Click the little notification bell.
Click the bell.
Yep, to stay updated, because for some reason, YouTube does not always notify you when we release a new video. So
unless you click the bell.
Yep, if you want to stay notified, click that bell. And also, don't forget, guys, meet us back here next Sunday night at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, where you will see the both of us sharing with you.
That's all we got for this time, guys. It's been great. Until next time, peace.
Bye.